What's up? Good morning. I'm already in a short, just got in. Looking for this previous day's high. All right. Yeah, I shorted 994 and I'm trying to get previous day's high right here. I'm looking for 945. I'll take it off. That's my trade setup. Microsoft's ripping off the open. All right. Tesla fill that quickly. Nvidia, Netflix. I'll add more. $45. I mean, I don't have to really add more unless it goes up and like kind of starts to roll over. But I'm short from right here. My average is right here, 994. Just going for 50 points. It's pretty quick. I don't know. You guys don't know how frustrated I am that the move I wanted to finish out yesterday, it just happened overnight without me. That is very frustrating going into today, but whatever. What do you do? Nothing. And you wonder what does today. I titled today "Calm Before the Storm." Jay Powell tomorrow, 3 Mag-7s tomorrow, a couple other big names reporting. Wait a minute. How big is the gap fill too? Yeah, I don't know if I want to play the gap fill. Play it to like 900, I guess, if you want to leave runners. Drop it low, girl. Did you catch some of that move? Man, that's Tommy. That's the exact move I wanted last night. I was so. I mean, boy, it was frustrating. Shout out to my daughter. I'm on dad duty, and she is playing well. Oh, there it is. Fill me. All right, 50-point gain. Stops at break even. There's target. Easy trade setup to start the day. Easy. Boy, easy trade setup to start the day. I wouldn't be surprised. Wouldn't be surprised to bounce right here. That's previous session high exactly on QQQ. IndieX didn't quite get there just yet, but it's basically there. You need another level, 900, 910, 900, 885. Meta's getting smoked. What a great way to start the day. Beautiful. All right. I wouldn't be surprised to see this go all at 860, actually. But 910, 885 would be the two levels I'd look at. 900 in the middle if you want it. I like 860 the best for a dip buy. Top of yesterday's shelf. 860 or 830. I'd feel much better about it. Oil was ripping today. SPX 960 was resistance all day yesterday. Does that turn into support? Gap feels pretty small. You could possibly fill that down to 950, which would make the most sense on SPX. Yes, that's 69.80. There's your bounce. I'm putting my stop down in profit. Beautiful. Nice bounce, Tommy. Those bobbers are waking up, T-Jizzle. UNH got absolutely brutalized. Bad news and then not good earnings, I think. Little 1-2 combo punch to that. Don't let this market go crazy. I'm on dad duty. Nice bounce play, Tommy. My other idea would be for SPY to make it to the NFP high today. All right, I stopped out in profit. Runners are out in profit, 20 points on the last piece. The way SPY bounced right there, I think SPY is going to go to NFP high next. Now, if you get stuffed right here, previous session high. We'll see. Nice to have some money in the pocket quickly. Some of my favorite stats, my favorite plays. I mean, just look right here. NDX opened up here, came to previous session high. You go to a 5 minute, you can see it. Opened here, previous session high. NVIDIA's drilling. Microsoft's strong again. Meta's weak. IWM doesn't know what to do. SPX rejects right here. Can't get back over yesterday's high. I think it goes back down towards the gap fill. What are you guys looking at? KTOS. I'm going to start trading some more options now that the market's cooperating a little bit more. It's VWAP from. Yeah, let's see if this rejects. Yeah, that's the other thing, Ocho. If we go test this area up here, which would also lead to SPY going to test its NFP. We take out the opening candle high here, and I start to think that, especially if NQ does. My lean would be still short, probably, but the short that I wanted played out. So now it's okay. Is it going to bounce? Does it chop? Pick a direction. It looks like a long. Yep, SPY looks like a long. Give it another little bit here. The setup kind of looks like a long back to those highs. SPY to get to 695 and change. Why is Apple up 2%? Netflix weak, Costco weak, Meta, Tesla weak, Nvidia's bouncing. Microsoft's still strong, Apple's still strong. Is cybersecurity coming back? CrowdStrike up almost 3%. I saw Cloudflare net was up 12 something. That's crazy. All right, I just sit and wait for this next setup. This looks like a long. Let's see, where can we go? Set. We're gonna go. Yeah, this is gonna rip. The only thing is SPY rejects this NFP. Yeah, I think this is probably still long. Let's have NQ go over the 45. I'd actually prefer NQ to go sweep that equal high at least 45. Maybe go to 120s. All right, dad duty's over too. Rocket fuel right now. Rocket fuel, send it. There's spies at the NFP right now. Oh, I didn't see that pivot point at 76. Boy, QQQ looks amazing. It's got a gap fill upside today. Oh. QQQ could go to 632. In Q, it's 70 points higher than right now. What is that? 105 area? Why couldn't they do this yesterday though? Like, God, they did it at the beginning of Asia too. It was weird. They just started ripping it. So frustrating. They just started going straight up. There it is, new highs. Beautiful. What a move. All right, upside your next, you have a pivot point, and then you have honestly like the 105 to 125 area. I would watch a rejection here though. We're fully in the gap though. Look at go to your like daily NDX or QQQ chart. We're back over that trend line that got like we recovered the broken trend line here. And there's a gap up to, it's Monday the 3rd of November. Yeah, if you put it on NQ, it's like it's still 50 points higher. 55 points higher for the gap fill that we've left since November. A friendly reminder, if you're using just NQ, like you're going to look and you're going to see completely different. I mean, we're talking November, like that was a different contract trading and everything. That's why I go back to the indices so often. Because like not only was it a different contract, I mean, the contract expired and rolled over in December, right? So this was a month before that. Plus there's completely different because of like the theta that's baked into futures. Like where it is relative to spot price is so different, like month by month. So I mean, if you're going back, if you're looking at levels from November on NQ, like even anybody on the current contract, probably it's very unlikely to even have exposure to this contract. Amazon's closing down physical stores. Amazon Go and Amazon Fresh. SPY could get stuffed right here. That's the only problem. For long, I think you put your stop up to like 18 and trail it. Yeah, Data J, this is the exact thesis that I was giving to you guys last week. They're going to start selling all these like side chicks, all the other people, what do you call it? Like all the little side quests, they're done with that. And they're saying, hey, we're going to sell IWM and we're going back to mega cap tech. We're going back to NVIDIA, back to Microsoft, back to Meta, back to Apple. All the things that were beaten up. Consumer confidence just came out. 84.5 for January. It's below the consensus and forecast. And of course, it happened right at the SPY NFP level. Case Shiller Home Price Index this morning came out. Then we had consumer confidence. The Richmond Fed is pending still. We should get that information right now too. There it is, -6, still below forecast, above previous on manufacturing. Shipments, better than forecast, better than previous, -5. Services, come on, populate for me. What are we doing? -3. For revenues, it's still an improvement. All three of those are improvements from last month, but right around the forecast. All right, data's out of the way. First half hour's out of the way. Looks like we're gonna just rip right here. Archer Aviation, there's a tweet that they met with the NASA, somebody ahead of NASA. Look for a pop on Archer, ECHR. If SPY closes a candle or two above here, I will feel so much better about getting to target. SPY just needs to close a candle above here. SPX is at a pretty heavy resistance too. Is that almost all-time high? Why not? Let's just make all-time highs today. It's only 10 points. All-time high, all-time high. SPY's still stuck right under the level. NVIDIA is about to take out pre-market high. There it is, new high of day. Microsoft as well. Broadcom, just send it. Everything looks like it's just full send. Oh my God, let's go. Except for Hood, for whatever reason, Hood just did a crazy reversal. Ooh, Meta, a new low? That could be a problem. That's what I was worried about, that NFP on SPY. Just reject. Whew. I think we start getting long here. Oh, we should take out IB high, right? Just start buying all the way down to 20. 990 is the midpoint. 991. Start buying it here. Yeah, SPY is just trying to like crap on our party because everything else looks so good. God, poor Bitcoin. SPY closes the candle over that. It's moon mission. Jarrett, Tommy, are we all just crushing it? It's hard for me to call out some of these scalpy trades. Yeah, I don't have like a high conviction, like slower, bigger picture. Then I just try to give analysis. Mi compa Jerry. Maria, where are we going? Yeah, David, I don't know. I think I was nervous because like I was on like a hot streak. I think I was just like I was like waiting on that red day to come catch up to me. Nvidia is ripping. Going for new highs here. There it is, new high. Let's see if SPY can close over this NFP. Boy, that dip buy is beautiful. Hey, I want this gap to fill on the daily. The best part is we still have the IB to play out. Spy has to get over that last level. Hey, the best case scenario, you go fill the gap upside, then you like hedge yourself short. Take NDX to 970s, maybe 26K, somewhere up in there. So 30 to, what was it, 35 points at least higher than the high we just made if you're looking at NQ. Silver's dying. You start selling their profits or selling their silver, taking profit, and going to back to NASDAQ. That's what needs to happen. Let's see, where are you talking about, Tommy? Right here? Is this what you're talking about? I'm telling you, SPY gets over this and we rip. Nvidia's ripping. Broadcom coming down. Amazon almost new high. Palantir, nice bounce. Let's see what Meta's doing. Walmart's gap filling downside. My portfolio would be up so much more if Walmart wasn't getting a gap fill. Come on, one more leg up here. Gold's actually still pretty frothy here, by the way. Oh, Tesla looks downside, David. I think it's still holding.
Hey, Em.
What's up, Frankie?
I had a nice short in the opening. Small long.
Yeah, same. I had a nice short at the open. Got a little bit long to ride this up. Got main. So yesterday I wanted these NFPs to hit. And I think me and you talked about it a little bit. And SPY, QQQ played it out overnight, which was frustrating. But SPY just played it out this morning.
Right.
Which is beautiful. We're stuck right under it right now. But if you look at your daily, go to QQQ or NDX, there's a gap fill. Takes us a little bit higher, and I measured it out. So NDX, it's 970s, and that's about 35 points higher from where we just were. So I'm thinking we get to this like 26,100 to 26,120 area on NQ. If SPY could just close the candle above this NFP. The other nice thing is we still have this IB that should play out at some point. There's still 12 minutes before it's even set. IWM's pushing too now. It's kind of like, I kind of like today's look better than yesterday's because it's like across the board stronger. There are a couple weak spots though. But it's tough right here, right now, because SPY is just stuck at this level.
Yep.
You almost need another dip or a candle close above to make you feel better. We're only 10 points from all-time high. SPX is 10 points away. We have multiple equal highs on NQ from 104 to 123 from early December. Jizzle, I like the thought there on NVIDIA. If like that's your kind of your proxy to play a lot of these earnings. That's another one of my kind of theses. But last week I talked about money flowing out of IWM, flowing out of like these other sectors and stocks and going back into the mega cap tech. And you go look at Microsoft, go look at Meta, look at Apple, look at NVIDIA, look at Amazon. They want to be positioned ahead of these earnings after broadening out for the last month and a half, 2 months. 10 minutes to the IB sets and we still have nice room. There's a pivot point to worry about at 76 basically, 77. Come on, SPY, just blow through it. Come on, SPY, blow through it, blow through it. I'm still in a light long. I would add more, but it's just dangerous to add into this NFP in this pivot point. But I think we're going to 100, 120s. pretty confident about it. Come on, give me a just 30-point ripper right here. Blow through it. Stupid SPY SPX stuck at this level. It's tough for me to think short until, even though we're at this NFP, until we take the wick the highs and fill that gap. That would be the best case scenario for short setup today. Take the IV high, fill the daily gap, and then you'll see people probably head short ahead of earnings. I really don't think anybody cares about the Fed tomorrow. I think all they care about is earnings. The next 3 meetings there's no rate cuts priced in. Lame duck Fed chair basically at this point. I do think there's a high chance that Trump tries to come out and name a Fed chair right before Powell goes out on stage, though, just to like big league him like he always does. Let these EMAs catch up here. See if we consolidate a little bit, set up a nice IB long. Oh, Frankie, you got any thoughts outside of that piece?
Thinking about NVIDIA being a buy, but I want to buy it on a pullback from here, though. But I think I want to buy some February NVIDIA calls. I think it's finally going to go.
Yeah, it looks like it wants to go at least till earnings, late February. You've got plenty of time. You take like those 220s, the monthly expiration ahead of the earnings. Maybe you get most of this, some of this run up.
But like, I got to do it this week before earnings start coming out. But we'll see. I mean, we got Meta tomorrow. We have something.
Tomorrow's Tesla, Meta, Microsoft, I think.
Right.
Apple on Thursday. Yeah, and then next week is Amazon. Who am I leaving out? Oh, Google. Google's next week.
Mm-hmm.
So next Wednesday's Google. Next Thursday's Amazon. Tomorrow before the opening is that ASML, which they're in Europe, so they'll report it like whenever, middle of the night, like 1 a.m. There's the EMA 9. Still sitting on previous. I think that might be it. I don't know. You could. It's tough. You don't want to get yourself in trouble, but the only thing that's bothering me is that NFP on SPY. Amazon's ripping new highs. Google decently strong still. Let's see what else. Meta bounced nicely. Okay. Need Apple to catch a bid again. They got back to that 260. If you're not familiar with NFP, it's Paper Gains has taught a great class on it. You mark the highs and lows from when you get the data, which this last year, I marked them here from Friday the 9th of January. We're at the high of that right now. And there's a whole system that goes with it, but if you don't know the system, then you just need to just mark the levels on your chart at least have those levels. QQQ opened above, back tested, held, bounced. Two minutes until the IB. Amazon ripping new highs. Amazon had that news a while ago that I called out. They're like closing some of their physical stores and expanding delivery. The market seems to like that. Amazon's chart looks so good too. Back to 246, 250s. All right, 30 seconds that IB sets. We should take that high, so your target, first target can be 75. Right below the pivot point, new high of day. Yes, you got about a 8-point probably risk reward, both directions. Risk under previous session high and target the highs. There's your IB just set. Coinbase daily gap fill. Very key level right here, 209. There is an indicator somewhere, Jarrett. Paper gains and Luxalgo or somebody, they created it. I think you have to buy it. I still got to get it sorted out because they updated it. I think Frank got it sorted out. I went in and did the agreement thing, but I didn't find it from there. So I gotta go figure that out. But I have them manually marked right now, so I'm not like super worried about it. Come on, let's push here and go take out the high. Amazon squeezing. Come on, IB high. Push it, push it. Is Bitcoin getting creamed right now? Like I'm targeting IB high break and I'm targeting that like 100 to 120 area. That's the gap fill on the daily. And it's get the IB break as your confidence. The only negative side is this NFP on SPY keeps rejecting. But that should sweep the IB high as well. I hope we got all-time high today. Go hit all-time high, lock in some profits, maybe hedge. Wind moon. I think somebody else made one, Jared. You know Joe that comes on here with me? Ask him later today. Come on. My daughter's cheering for it. Come on, rip it, rip it, rip it. There it is, IB high. All right, I took a trim right there at the pivot point. Come on, one more push. One more push. Do it. Do it for the people. Don't reject right there. That will be brutal. Come on. Come on, get up here to like 95. NVIDIA new high. Yeah, Cameron, Rootstech Robotics. Some of you guys have been talking about that. Was it? I think it's been you, but 20% move, which I mean, it's a small cap, but boy, it's this thing is coiled. I like it. Come on, SPY through there. Okay, SPY new high of day. So your IB's played out. Yeah, robotics. Robotics is going to be a big theme next 5 years. Who's going to be the winner? That's the tough question. Because you've got, obviously Tesla in there, Boston Dynamics, some of the other big ones. A lot of these Chinese companies. That's where, shout out to our sponsors, obviously, leverage shares, but they have that theme basket for humanoid robotics. I'm watching this trade because I'm trying to get a trim up here. But you get some exposure to some of those Chinese names, and there's a Korean name, I believe, as well. Amazon, yeah. Come on, push, let's go. Come on, get up there to 100. That's all I want. And you can do it like 20 more points. You can do it. Do it now. Don't get overextended. If you're going to get overextended, do it now. Don't start consolidating. SPX broke the level, 980. All-time high is 86. Six points from all-time high. $7,000, Maria, today? I feel like I should take some trims here, but I really want like 10 more points. I already trimmed in the 70s. Come on, do it. Yeah. Tommy, 120s. 120s is where you think about shorting. just watch for NDX to make it to that next spot. What's up, Shady? Sliding in here. Yeah. Ocho, do you use NDX and QQQ? I think it's imperative that people use that, because if you're looking, I mean, yes, the equal highs like on NQ, these equal highs, this happened before the contract roll even happened. That's my point here. So like the contract roll happened when I think it was right here. So these highs are on a previous contract that's already expired, and then there's a different spread as you go through time, right? That's why I think it's imperative you use NDX, because look, NDX is back over those same highs. We're just earlier in the contract for the futures. We were later at that point, so it was closer to spot. Right now, it's not as close to spot because we're still in January of a 3-month contract. Yeah. So like I do look at like recent highs, and like I'll kind of pay attention to it, but like for me, since this contract happened, yeah, I mean, since the contract rolled, we're at new highs. So it's, if there's anybody that, you know, because obviously you can buy the contract ahead of time. So like it is possible, but there's very, very little volume. So there's going to be very, very few people positioned. So it's just, I think it's completely different, if that makes sense. Come on, push. One more push. Get me there. Get me there. Go, 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 go. Oh, didn't let me take it here. Where did it stop? 95? Let it go to 105 to 125. And then I'll think about it. Do I take it here? Come on. NDX still has 13 more points of room.
You're gonna get it right here. Come on. it's going to go 03, 04.
Yeah, I think it's gonna blow through. Yeah, like
Yeah,
104.
you probably blow through that and go to like 40.
Yeah, well, 123 is all those equal highs, but it's this gap fill on NDX. It's 10 more points. SPX is 2 points from all-time high.
There's 400 contracts at the figure. Come on.
Did SPY do it? No. I guess SPY did it by 4 cents. I feel like I just need to take the profit here. I'm trying to be patient. Oh, just make an all-time high. What are we doing? Come on. Pfizer's ripping. That's interesting. Red liquid. I hadn't seen that one. I'll have to take a look. I'm trying to get this last spot here. Every time Pfizer does this, it like goes back down, makes higher low. I mean, it's a nice channel. I don't hate that. If there's some kind of like narrative or fundamental reason that goes with this, I like this kind of chart setup. Frank, UNH, ouch. Gonna fill some of those downside gaps. Gold is pumping, almost new high.
You there?
Yeah. Are you talking to me?
I guess they want to go down and come in a little and then make another move. They're going to go. It's just a matter of when.
Yeah, so SPY made an all-time high intraday. It's like one of those things where there's like multiple things can hit levels, and each one's gonna have a 5-minute pull down or 10-minute pull down or something. What's this IB high right here? Yeah, we're overextended. I probably should have just taken my trim there. CIFR. Mike Alfred. What a joke. Bank's getting beat up again today. They're trying to bounce off the low. All right, EMA 9. Hope that's not the high. I should have taken it there. Dadgummit. ES isn't even pulling back. Amazon cooled off a little bit. It's still pretty strong across the board. Yeah, you catch a little bounce here on a couple names, probably push again. I don't know. It just made a big move, and the EMAs are just now catching up. ES is just stuck. Some point today, you should have a nice short back to like 35 on NQ, but I'm hoping it is from a little bit higher. I don't like to flip when I'm in the middle of a move going one direction. Yeah, 973. Just go give it to me on NDX today. Yeah, but the NFP on the futures, Grambo, I mean, yes. Yes, it's worth paying attention to, but there's a lot of drift that happens because of the theta, because the futures contract moves closer to spot. But that at least there's positioning there. You know, somebody bought or sold up here. Yeah, or well, obviously somebody bought and sold. Somebody transacted up here. Volume happened up here. Yeah. Go take out this high. Go take out the high. I feel like I should be locking in more profit though. I've locked in a bunch, but a big move. Consolidation makes sense here. Ooh, poor UNH. My new bank, new all-time high today.
You do usually get a little choppiness before Fed, right? The day before, but there will be a spike at some point.
This afternoon, I think you start to get some of the hedging on the short side, profit taking. I really don't think the Fed's that big of a deal. I don't think people really care. I think they're really just paying attention to the mega cap tech earnings.
They'll be looking at tax afterwards. Tomorrow afternoon from 4 to 4:30 is going to be crazy.
Yeah, Tesla, Microsoft, Meta, ServiceNow, IBM, and Lam Research. It's just that's super tech heavy. All of those are over 100 billion market cap. 3 of them are Mag-7, obviously. My new bank looks great. Mercado Libre got back to the 200-day finally. Yeah, I mean, my point on the Fed is like if you go to the Fed Watch tool, for example, looked at this yesterday a little bit, 97% chance of nothing tomorrow. And if you go out, that's basically what it is. I mean, March is the 84% chance of no change and 72% basically in April. So really, there's not much being priced in until June right now. And you know you have a lame duck. Come on, go finish the move. Finish the move. SPX is about to make a new all-time high, 1 point away. Do you see like that? I mean, if there's a surprise, but I'm just saying, what are the odds, like the chances of a surprise? I mean, the only thing would be if Powell, try to do something crazy, but it's a whole board that votes and stuff. Powell's a professional. He's had a great career either way, no matter what happens with the political side of things. I don't think anything can happen. You can always say like, okay, well, anything can happen. Well, of course, anything can happen, but I would be surprised. Give us one more little push. NVIDIA, go push up to 190, get us there. IWM is coming down a little bit here. Broadcom is pushing. Apple trying to poke its head back over VWAP. Boeing is ripping out of nowhere with volume. Lucid. Is that what's happening? Boeing's having their earnings call? Oh, yeah. Great call on that, David. I forgot. I remember they reported this morning, but I forgot about the earnings call. Nice little Bitcoin bounce. I think you could long coin here. CONG? Or was it COIG? Sorry, COIG. When does Coin have earnings? Oh, there's plenty of time on that. Where are Coin 230s trading at? Oh, did we get my high? Are we getting my high? Come on. I'm about to buy some coin calls. COIG and coin calls. That's what I think I'm going to do here. Just right off of that gap fill on a big level. All right, I'm taking a trim here. Come on, shoot it through. Give me like 104, 105. $10 points. 10 points higher. Oh, push. One push. Can I get one push? Did SPX make all-time high? No way. It didn't. .04 away on SPX. That's crazy. Applied Digital. A lot of people are talking about this one. Oh, this one's up 12%. That chart looks good too. Come on, NDX. Fill the gap. There's 180 something, 190 orders sitting right at 26,100 on NQ. Boy, IndieX, come on. Just do it. SPX. Crazy double top. A few pennies short. Oh no, it did break it. It did break it. Okay. So now you got your pullback from that. Ooh, gross. Kind of going through my profile or my portfolio and readjusting some stuff. How much Netflix do I own? Probably too much. Do they just don't want to fill these orders or what? 125 of them now sitting at 100. One that matters. There's the new high of day slightly by a couple ticks. I'm sitting at 104. I'm sitting right. I'm gonna take it right here, actually. Oh, don't run away from me. Did it hit me at 104? How did it not hit me at 104? I waited all that time just to chase it down. You gotta be kidding me. This is close enough. I'm taking full exit in Q. Filled right there. 99. All right, what a day. Now what? Size down and wait to play a short. I think it could be a short back down like 100 points. Boris, yeah. This is what I do, DC. This is what I do start to think about like the rest of the day. I start to say, okay, have they kind of made the run up at this point? Do people start locking in some profits ahead of tomorrow? And then the other side is, okay, if you've been buying to get net long, are you going net short now? All right. IWM's pumping. We're up 1% exactly in the day. QQQ still has like 30 cents to go. $632.08. We're at a big point of control right here. If you go back to October, all that last week of October, first week of November, it's right here. right, well, what a great day. Now what? Short it to oblivion. I thought it would make a like at least wick a little bit higher. Stop 2 points short of what I have on NDX. Close enough. QQQ stop 20 cents short. 25. We are the hottest country in the world right now. Everyone wants to invest in the US. I've set a record, all-time highs every other week. This is a Trump market. Abu Shakar al-Baghdadi is dead. He died like a dog. Don't cry, Abu. Cry baby Baghdadi. That's what we called him. That's my favorite one. Cry baby Baghdadi. We sent in dogs, beautiful American dogs. Abu. Don't cry, Abu. You know I've had a good day when I pull out the Trump impressions. You know I'm having a good day. Don't cry, Abu. It's just that's my favorite whatever. I do agree with Shane Gillis. I am sad that we'll never get to see Trump debate again because that was must-see TV. Ah. Oh. Do you know how many people have sent me a message that have said, "Hey, I traded silver for the first time. Never doing that again." I've gotten at least 7 of those in the last week. I love that. The 2 people last night were like, "Oh my god, I'm never doing silver again." Yeah, I'm a degen. I'll trade on an airplane, but I won't trade silver futures. Good God. I mean, it's crazy. You almost need smaller than a micro at this point for silver. Well, I started to take a trade on it a couple weeks ago, and I entered and I was immediately down $400. I was like, "What is this?" And I was on a micro. And then I looked at the math and said, "No, sir." I mean, I feel like if you either have a huge account, a lot of drawdown that you can play with, or you have to scalp it as it's going in a direction, like micro scalp it. Crazy. The real question is, now what do we do the rest of the day? Because like I don't want to short here just yet, but I do think it could be a fade later. But if this turns into just a straight trend breakout day, then that's scary. Nvidia did hit 190, possible rejection spot. Ooh, 190 exactly. Tesla's just struggling today. Netflix is doing nothing. Let me check some of these other ones in the daily. Oh, Microsoft, what a move. Microsoft hitting the 50-day, that's pretty much your target, right? And the 200 days higher, but first touch of the 50 days since it back tested and failed it. Yeah, DC, this is a great point. So there are a lot of other ways to trade silver. ZSL, AGQ, if you're trying to short it, silver miners, like, yeah, there's plenty of ways to do it. I'm just saying, like, from on the futures, like gold, like yesterday we had Jacob on here from Lux Algo, and he was talking about like the 1 ounce gold instead of because you have mini, you have micro, and you have a 1 ounce one. And then yeah, silver almost needs something like that at this point. But if you think about it, I mean, silver historically was trading, what, 48 at the high, mostly trading in like the 20s to 30s. Now it's, 3x that. That's what I tell people about NQ a lot of times. People, look at here. Let me just go to an NQ chart. If you look at NQ, if you were trading NQ in 2022, when it's at 10 to 12, 13, 14,000, 100 points is a lot, bigger of a move than it is today. So like your sizing should be much different. Like if you haven't adjusted your sizing, unless your account's just grown exactly with the market, Ming-Chi Kuo is out with a note on ASML. I can't remember how to spell his name, or I'd pull it up. All right, Ming-Chi Kuo. Ming-Chi Kuo. right. Ming Chi Kuo bullish there on ASML. Nice note. Going into their earnings tomorrow. We shot up that IB. That IB just paid us today. We had two. So the outside days report on Edgeful, we played that right at the open. Let me pull that up. Nvidia's pushing highs again. Yeah, 74% chance on SPY. That was like happening right at the open, but QQQ, InQ, whatever you want to look at. %64 chance. This has 69% chances using like buy day and some other pieces in here. Burry's wild, man. He said he's shutting down his fund and then he goes long GME. Grandpa, that's insane to think about. 115K just yesterday afternoon if you took one contract. Dow's bouncing back a little bit here. Well, UNH can't get off its back. CVS, good Lord. Still too strong. Yes, still making new highs. I got NVIDIA double top at 190 exactly. Microsoft still strong. Meta's starting to pull back a little bit. Which Meta, it's basically the target I was looking for, 675. Could have gone a little bit further, but yeah, I like coin 230s, maybe 225s for like a couple weeks out. Maybe you can just wick one time higher, and then if you start to fade, where's ES? Yeah, right around this 20. I don't know. IWM looks like it wants to catch up, though. Tech may just sit here and everything else kind of go. Or it comes back to like 75 and you just buy it again. Look at ES and IWM, though, now outperforming the last little bit. All right, let's see. My line in the sand tomorrow is probably not take any trades. For being honest, I probably will take one small trade somewhere, but a little bit of a sell right there. And you know, the problem is you buy the 21, first touch of it. Yes, isn't even pulling back. What's dragging Q's down right now? Is it Tesla or something? No. I think people are just doing the hedging we thought about. Amazon's about to make a new high. Microsoft is at the high. I guess Google's the one coming down just slightly. Broadcom maybe. Amazon's still at the high, about to make a new high. Yeah. Costco. There's that pivot point, basically the 21. Yes, and even like push through the EMA 9. You know what? For some reason, my chat's not showing up the same as what's happening on YouTube. Restream is letting me down lately. I see Shady was out. I would feel better about shorting it if it finishes the gap fill and puts in like an upper wick. But look at, I mean, Amazon, Microsoft still too strong. Yep, look at that. Look at that buy up right there, big buy up. Too strong. Like, never even closed the candle below the 9. Microsoft new high of day. What is going on with Restream? They pumped out some update and it looks weird. I don't know. I've got to jump in the next couple minutes. I'm gonna run the Tesla space. We'll be back live with the whole crew this afternoon. I'll be looking for maybe an afternoon fade if this can go ahead and push a little bit higher. Finish the gap fill, and then we'll see. I'll be back. Yeah, it's frozen for some reason, but I can see it over on YouTube. Jarrett, appreciate you. Ocho, McGuire, Tommy, Boris. Is the laptop a requirement for trading? No, you can do it on a desktop. I know people that do it on a phone. It's harder to do it just, I mean, I know people that execute on a phone all the time, but it's harder if you don't have some type of laptop or, PC at least a PC, so you can somewhat do some charting. Investing, you don't have to. I mean, there's people that invest without ever looking at charts, right? But trading, if you want to trade, you're going to need some kind of computer. It could be a cheap laptop, or I guess you could do it on an iPad. It'd be a little bit tough to chart, but either way, that's what I think on that. Sorry, investment confidence. Normally, I put that on the screen, but for whatever reason, Restream's kind of being funky right now. I'm gonna jump here in a second or two. I was just double checking the chat, see if I missed anything. Maria, you think the tops are right there? If we just wick a little bit higher on NQ and finish the gap or whatever, NDX, QQQ, I would feel a lot better. Jordan will be on here this afternoon, PC, myself. We'll see if there's any afternoon action or if we just argue over chopsticks and fried chicken and stuff again. LEU. LEU's got a nice consolidation above this. I'm just scrolling back to the chat. Yep. All right, guys. Greasy trader. Yeah, I mean, you can try to chart on a phone. It's not easy though. Like by any means. Like, I mean, you can say you did it and all this stuff. It is not easy to chart on a phone. If you're going to be a trader, you need some type of computer, whether it's a laptop or a. I'm not saying you have to have 9 monitors or anything crazy. You don't need. I mean, you can go buy a cheap whatever Lenovo or Asus or Microsoft Surface or something. I don't know, it's something cheap, but you can do it on a tablet. It's just on a phone trying to chart anything that's like touchscreen is actually kind of hard to draw and chart things out on. But it all depends on your trading style. You could adapt your style to where you're looking at just like daily candles and stuff and figure it out. It is funny. I know people like KC still execute on his phone, even though he has, 4 monitors. All right, guys, I got to shut it down. I'll be back in an hour and a half or so. The other link you'll see if you go to the YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, give the stream a like, help support us. We appreciate you guys tuning in. Shout out to Edgeful getting us paid this morning, of course. There's links down in the description. Shout out Leverage Shares sponsoring the show, of course. I did buy, in full disclosure, I bought some COIG coin, 2x leverage coin from Leverage Shares. And if you go to the channel, you'll see there is there's another stream that's scheduled for this afternoon. We'll be live on that link here shortly. I have to go host the Tesla space, and I'm going to grab some lunch in between there as well. We'll see. The only thing I can think of is if we finish this up here, I'll be looking for some type of fade in the afternoon on NQ. Basically, come up here to this area, so we'll call it like 110 to 125, and then I'll look for a fade back to 35 up to 35 to 45. This will be my target for an afternoon short right there. All right, guys. See you on the other link. Jordan should be going live around 1, and I'll be joining about 1:30 or so. All right, team. Grab some lunch, touch some grass if you're up nicely on the day. Don't do anything crazy. I expect things to get a lot slower ahead of tomorrow. Amazon's about to make a new high. Microsoft did. I expect things to slow down. Frankie, I'll catch you this afternoon.